Gaza like Hiroshima. The Palestinian government says the Strip is experiencing what is equivalent to a nuclear bomb. The shells that fell on the heads of civilians in Gaza are equivalent to a nuclear bomb, and the healthcare system is completely out of service amid the continuous failure of the Security Council. Gaza and Hiroshima, a comparison raised by the Palestinian government, affirming that the total power of the explosives dropped by the Israeli occupation on Gaza is equivalent to the atomic bomb that hit Hiroshima during World War II. This enormous amount of explosives that targeted homes, mosques, hospitals, and churches even targeted UNRWA's schools. Such schools declared their inability to provide services to displaced people in Gaza. But UNRWA's statement was not the only catastrophic announcement in the Strip recently. The Palestinian Health Ministry stated that the medical system in Gaza is completely out of service, leaving behind thousands of patients, injured individuals, and even displaced people face the danger of death. Those who survived the bombardment and illness in Gaza may not survive hunger and thirst. The occupation forces added 8 bakeries to their list of targets in the Strip, some of which are in the southern areas that residents of northern Gaza were told to flee to, only to be subsequently bombed. The humanitarian catastrophe in Gaza, however, was not enough to create any kind of agreement within the Security Council. The Council rejected the US resolution regarding the Strip after Russia and China vetoed the resolution, before the Council also failed to adopt the Russian resolution. The US resolution condemned the attacks on the 7th of October and emphasized the right of self-defense against what it described as terrorism. As for the Russian resolution, it also condemned the attack but rejected the targeting of civilians in Gaza and measures that lead to the blockade of the Strip. Inside Israel, everyone is still waiting for the news of the ground attack on Gaza, but American newspapers indicated that Tel Aviv postponed the attack until Washington sends a missile defense system to secure the United States forces in the Middle East. This coincides with the evacuation of thousands of residents of border areas with Lebanon and the occupation army's warning of a major attack on Gaza envelope settlements, urging residents to stay in shelters.